Creo Parametric 11 continues the modernization of existing cabling tools to make them more consistent with Creo user interface and enhance their productivity and usability. Remove locations, a frequently used tool in the application, was completely redesigned. The tool for deleting locations had an old menu manager UI with two options. Item from locations, which was used to remove a single location point from multiple location features that correlate to the same wire, and also items from locations. This was used to remove multiple location points from multiple location features that correlate to the selected wires. The usability in general was a bit lacking in several aspects, which I won't dive in here, but were all addressed in this enhancement. So let's start with the user interface. First, the tool is now context sensitive and appears on the menu toolbar when selecting locations. We replaced the old menu manager UI with a standard Creo dialog that is easier to use and requires less clicks to do the operation. There is no longer a distinction between items from locations and item from locations, and instead everything is handled from a single dialog with an improved logic. The option to remove selected location points or the entire location feature is now controlled by a selection filter for the new collector. The selection filter logic is improved to handle subsequent selections better by smartly filtering out invalid locations or those that are not shared by the selected wires. Previously, Creo simply blocked invalid selection instead of filtering them out, which required more precise selection and took more time. As you can see, feedback was also improved. The preview is now fully dynamic. This means it will show you the result of the operation following any change in the dialog. Additionally, hovering over the wires in a dialog will highlight them in the graphics for easier identification. We also implemented several new messages with explanation and highlights in the graphic window when operation is not allowed for any reason. There are also subtle functional updates that were made to the tool. For example, we can now delete the last wire segment. Previously, deleting a location that belonged to the wire with a single segment was not allowed. Now it is. The entire segment will be deleted as expected. Another functional update is the addition of the Apply button for continuous work inside the dialog without having to reopen it. When using Apply, the improved selection logic will remember previously selected and filtered out wires for the new selected references, so we don't have to filter items all over again. And finally, we added undo and redo support within the dialog. More than anything, this update to remove location tool demonstrates that we are not simply converting old UI, but instead reimagining and upgrading our existing tools to be smarter and more productive. And we will keep doing so until every tool is as efficient as we think it should be.